Hello, folks. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers. Hope you're having a good day. Today we're going to be talking about Pete Hegseth ordering all of the top-level officers into a meeting. The Department of Defense is now being called the Department of War. Now, what that means is that instead of being a defensive kind of an organization, they are now going to become an aggressive organization. Why is that? That's not so that they can start wars around various parts of the world. It is so that they can stop the cartels and various other types of gangs. One of the tactics that's going to take place, they have now listed Antifa as one of the terrorist organizations. Now, this is, in this case, for the most part, not altogether, but for the most part, people from the United States that have decided that they are going to be very aggressive against the American people. And as in the case of Charlie Kirk, against a specific person. And so what is going to happen then is that these people are no longer going to be tried in the court system. They're now going to be tried as terrorists, and those who are from the United States are going to be charged most likely with treason as well. And so the JAG has come to Portland. They've come to Chicago and various other cities where people are being rounded up. The Antifa members, instead of going before a liberal judge and being able to get off, they're now going to be tried. And when they are found guilty, there is no appeal system in the tribunal system. Once you're found guilty, you're guilty, and that's it. And so then you are going to be sent to a prison, or you're going to be executed, depending on what your crime is. Now, a lot of people are going to be getting sent to El Salvador. The El Salvadorian prisons are a lot cheaper than the private prisons here in the United States. The government had private organizations, private companies running the prison system here in the U.S., and the prices became kind of exorbitant. So now what's going to happen, they'll go to El Salvador at just a fraction of the cost. But now, all of a sudden, Antifa members who are tried and found guilty are going to be spending a big share of their lives in a prison around hardened gang members, hardened cartel members, and they're going to have to, I believe, this is my opinion now, they're going to have to try to do everything they can to survive. One of the big problems that a lot of them are going to have is the fact that they don't speak Spanish. So they're not most likely going to be able to converse with the cartel members. And therefore, if you're from a hardened gang from Venezuela and you're in there with somebody who isn't so hardened, that is an Antifa member, it could be a real disaster. A number of these young people could be coming back home from El Salvador in body bags because of the fact that it's going to be something where they'll be outnumbered many to one or many to two or three, and they're just not going to be the top dogs in the prison. The top dogs are going to call the shots, and they're going to be the ones that decide which prisoners live and die. Once these prisoners are in a place like this and they're not going to be able to be gotten out, they're not going to be able to go back to their countries, they're not going to be able to be a part of the new economy that is going to be put in place. Essentially, what they have to do is just wait and rot away in these prisons. Well, it's not going to matter if you kill 2 or 3 people who are Antifa members, and so they're not going to worry about it. Oh, well, you can charge me with another 100 years in prison, if you want to. And it's just not going to matter to these people. But it is going to matter to the family members that are in the United States when they discover that their Antifa member has now passed away in the prison. So the thing is that these people that are into these organizations are going to have to start rethinking, because of the fact that not only are they going to be going before tribunals and JAG attorneys and judges are going to be the ones that are going to be deciding their fate. And they're going to go with the cheapest prisons that they can, which are going to be El Salvador. And that's going to be a real problem for a lot of these young people. This is Kevin from Good Day, Good Prayers, and I want you to have a good day. The way that you have a good day is by good prayers, and if they reach the throne of God, well, that's your key. Okay. That's your key. And if you want the longing of your heart, well, you can have that too. And if it lines up with the heart of God, that's another key, isn't it? So with those things said, you folks have a good day.